Well, viewers, all eyes are on Karnataka Lok Sabha tussle with just weeks, of course, left to go before the elections. The seat-sharing formulas haven't yet been sealed. There's a lot of lobbying for tickets, and veteran netas are still sulking or planning even independent campaigns. While the BJP has already named 20 candidates out of the 28 Lok Sabha segments, there is a direct demand from the JDS in 3 of the remaining 8 seats, including Hassan, Mandya, even Kolar. Now, even in the list announced by the party so far, veteran leaders like Sadananda Gowda, K.S. Ishwarappa are miffed. In fact, K.S. Ishwarappa has already decided that he'll be contesting independently from Shivamogga and also decided to stay away from the Prime Minister's campaign there. Now, meanwhile, Congress Central Election Committee, of course, has cleared tickets to about 16 Lok Sabha seats in Karnataka is what we are picking up, and the list is likely to include the children of 5 state cabinet ministers. Transport Minister Ramlinga Reddy's daughter, Soumya Reddy from Bangalore South. Public Works Minister Satish Jarkioli's daughter, Priyanka Jarkioli from Chikkodi. Women and Child Development Minister Lakshmi Hebalkar's son, Mrinal from Belagavi. Agricultural Marketing Minister Shivanand Patil's daughter, Samyukta from Bagalkot. Even Forest Minister Ishwar Khandre's son, Sagar Khandre, could contest from Bidar, is the latest speculation. Now, while all of this, of course, has been coming about, the BJP, of course, is just waiting to announce about 5 seats, and the remaining, of course, will be announced by the JDS is what we are picking up. Now, let me open this up immediately to the panelists with us. From the BJP, we have Surabhi Hodigere joining us. We also have Sathya Prakash from the Congress, Vijay Grover, senior journalist. I'm going to take this across firstly to the Congress party. Sathya Prakash, quite interesting the names that are now emerging. You know, the BJP keeps taking a dig at the Congress party. Well, you have a party full of dynasts, starting from Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself. And now, here, what sort of a situation is this with several names that are coming out? In fact, we've left out a few there. Even Mansoor Ali Khan from Bangalore Central is being speculated. He too, apart from the names that I just read out, you know, it belongs to a political family. The Karyakartas have been repeatedly saying, well, the Congress should probably give more opportunity to, you know, the workers on the ground. Is that plan somewhere being set aside?
Deepak, those who live in glass houses should resist from throwing stones at others' houses. Now I'll give you a list of dynasts from BJP. Who is Yediyurappa, the candidate from Raghavendra Yediyurappa?
Mr. Sathya Prakash, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. This time, of course, the BJP has a lot of answering to do themselves. I'll ask that question to them. We'll allow the BJP to respond to their set of problems and their set of questions. The question was aimed at your party. Let's respond to that.
I will tell you. See, our first preference was to ask these ministers to contest there. Most of the ministers said that they want to concentrate on the state assembly elections. Now at the start, you all know that, you know, the onus of getting the Lok Sabha candidate elected was put on the district in charge ministers. Now with most of them, you know, reluctant to get into central politics and they wanted to concentrate on the state, few of them said that, you know, you do a candidate of our choice, we will make sure that we will get the candidate elected. For example, let us take Bangalore South. Soumya Reddy is a candidate of Congress party in Jayanagar Assembly. So she was already a MLA. Last time she just lost by, you know, some 60 votes or something like that. So you cannot call her a dynast because she was already into active politics. Like that, if you look at, you know, our other Khandre still is some ticket is not yet guaranteed. Still, there is a chance that Rajshekhar Patil might get the ticket. So once that comes, let us see. So what I'm saying is here, winnability is the most important factor with a well-oiled machinery like BJP spending crores and crores of rupees and, you know, pushing, taking our other candidates into their fold, buying our second-level leaders. So we need a strong candidate in every parliamentary election. In every parliamentary seat, I'm so sorry. So we have seen, make sure that, you know, winnability is a criteria and we have put the right candidate in each and every parliamentary constituency that we are contesting. And another thing is you should not forget that we are facing a combine of JDS and BJP. So ticket distribution is the key. And we understand that, you know, if we do the social coalition right and social combination right, and if our ticket distribution is to right people, we can easily win 18 to 20 seats. If you see the latest E-Dina report which has come, they have given
Mr.
17
Sathya
seats
Prakash,
to Congress.
one thing, of
The
course, this
sample
is your
size was around
it's your internal
55,000.
party affair. You can give the ticket to anybody, but the question time and again keeps coming up whether the Congress party keeps going after people from the political fraternity, from political families, from Dynasty, instead of giving focus to the Karyakartas. You did mention, of course, one aspect that winnability is the biggest criteria here. The question is, most of these people that we are looking at, the probable and most likely the names that will be announced, have not contested elections like this in the past. So giving a Karyakarta or giving them, where are you talking about the winnability? The winnability here is their parent. Because
See,
they're sitting ministers, probably funding becomes easy because, they already have an image. That's all it is about. It's about the family. Let's not say that, these are people who are going to win you the ticket. It's going to be their family member who's going to put that effort to help them win. And if it's a Karyakarta, they may not do the same thing.
Now, Samyukta Patil's case, she is a office bearer of the Youth Congress. Her father is a minister, but she has also done a lot of work for the party. And out of 28 seats, we had to put some, one or two youth. There we have given to Samyukta Patil there. And in Belgaum, we have given to Brina. But they happen to be son and daughter of the MLAs. And that's a fact. I will not run away from it. In that particular constituency, after a lot of surveys were done, the Congress party has come to a conclusion that these are the right candidates for us to win 18 to 20 seats. And if we have to win those seats, we have to have right candidates at place. Hence, this decision of putting the right candidates.
Okay, let me ask this to Surabhi as well. Surabhi, okay, Mr. Sathya Prakash. Okay. Winnability is one of the biggest criteria. You're saying some of them have political experience as well. Okay. Let me take this across to the BJP. The BJP time and again keeps talking about how the Congress is full of dynasts. But this time as well, the BJP has a lot of answering to do, and so did the BJP last time around. But this time, when you look at the names that have come up and a few names that are still remaining, it looks like, you cannot really shy away from the fact that the BJP as well probably has a few names that will come under the dynasty category.
The Prime Minister, when speaking in one of the functions, has very clearly said what Parivarvad is and what is not. It is not constitutionally right for us to prohibit anybody from standing for election or contesting or participating in the political process. That is not something that we do in our democracy. However, giving an opportunity, whether it is a ticket or a youth Congress position or anything else, merely to someone because their parent or their spouse is a politician and can pull weight, is not in the DNA of the BJP. Let me tell you, I come from a non-political family, absolutely far away from politics. That fact that I have been given the spokesperson here in Karnataka says a lot about my party, and there are millions like me. There are Karyakartas on ground, there are Karyakartas who are office bearers, there are people going all the way to the top. PM himself being one of the biggest examples, who has worked through the party with his non-political sort of background. Having said that, yes, the reality that the Congress has brought us to in the 70 years, the day they decided that Jawaharlal Nehru will be succeeded by Indira Gandhi will be succeeded by Rajiv Gandhi will be succeeded by Sonia Gandhi will be succeeded by Rahul Gandhi will be succeeded by, I don't know, whatever the Vadra's kids' names are. That is what we call Parivarvad. That is what plagues Indian democracy and Indian politics. Yes, unfortunately, there are instances where all parties have to convene. But let me tell you, BJP has a very strong yardstick. You might ask me, why is our state president the son of a previous state president? It was not, first and foremost, he's not the first son. Second, if he does, this amount of pressure to perform on him is just as high. It is not any sort of easy route. Now, having said all of that, I appreciate Mr. Sathya Prakash's candor. He's probably one of the reasonable voices among his party. And I don't know if he comes from a political background or not. He understands the struggle. The Congress party continues to reward people who are close to the Gandhi family, who come from an elite background, who are from that political dynastic cult. That is not in the DNA of the BJP. We are a Karyakarta, cadre-based party. For us, winnability does not mean how much, who you are in terms of your parents. You might, one of the tickets that we have given out, a young candidate is in Dakshin Kannada, in Brijesh Chauta, Captain Brijesh Chauta, who fought for the army. These are the people that we back. You might talk about Kota Srinivas Pujari, MLC as well. Humble background, who has, fought tooth and nail against things that went wrong. These are the sort of people that we back. Like I said, there is no rule that nobody who's a dynasty should not enter. I want to make a special point about a candidate who's probably going to be contesting from where I vote from, which is Bengaluru South. Ms. Soumya Reddy did not get the MLA ticket because she had any outstanding credentials. It was because she was Ramlinga Reddy's daughter. That is a matter of fact. What she did after was, on her. And I commend that. But that is not, don't get factually wrong, Sathya Prakashji. She got the ticket because she was Ramlinga Reddy's daughter. Let me tell you, that does not happen in the BJP.
Tejasvi Surya.
May I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tejasvi Surya's uncle represents which
Okay. Surabhi and Sathya Prakash, we heard both of your political perspectives about how each of your parties have, of course, chosen the candidates. Let me bring in a neutral perspective. I'll allow both of you all to counter. Let me also bring in a neutral perspective. Okay, very quickly, Surabhi, whatever you wanted to complete, very quickly, please. I want to bring in Mr. Grover as well.
You must hold Tejasvi Surya to that scrutiny. However, he was been a Karyakarta for 12 years before he got the ticket. He was first an ABVP Karyakarta, then a BJYM Karyakarta.
Who is Davangere MP? Isn't she a dynast? She is the wife of ex-MP. Isn't she a dynast? So you have dozens of dynasts within your party.
Sir, I'm not sitting behind the rock. Sir, tutu meme over here is not going to save any of us or improve the conditions of our democracy. The point of the matter is that the Congress party has been in power for 70 years. And I repeated a list of people who have taken over from the Gandhi family. The unfortunate situation is that the Congress family has perpetuated
Surabhi,
family.
You may define dynasty in a different way, but you are as well answerable when you choose multiple dynasts. Then you're also aligning with a party that probably is giving 2 out of the 3 tickets within the family itself. So there is a lot for the BJP to answer. I'll come back. I want both of you all to respond on various other aspects as well. But Mr. Grover has been patiently listening. Mr. Grover, it's just going to be probably a couple of days more before we have all the 28 seats that have been announced for Karnataka. Very interesting, of course, names that have come to the fore. But if you look at the sheer number of people who come from political families itself, where do you think the issue here lies? Is it how the people vote? Do you think it depends on the personality that people of Karnataka votes or their family? Is it the money that matters? Why do you think these sort of choices are coming to the fore?
Well, see, Deepak, first thing, let's be very clear about the fact that there are family members who are contesting, and it's across all parties, be it JDS, be it Congress, or be it BJP. And there's no harm if somebody is inclined politically and has worked for the party along with his father or mother or anyone else and has grown the ranks, if that is the case. I don't think so there is personally anything wrong in it. But by virtue of being a son or a daughter, if somebody is getting a ticket, that is certainly injustice to the people of the constituency. Now, I want to make a point over here. And, this is something, let's look at some dynasts who have been in Karnataka. Let's take example of Priyank Kharge. Priyank Kharge, when he came, he faced a similar kind of scathing attack from everybody. And, the question was raised. But the fact is that we've all seen that from the Youth Congress time, he's been behind a shadow for his father and learned the ropes in the politics very effectively. So that's something, which he had been trained or groomed in such a way that he could serve the society. And today he is, in his own right, a very powerful or effective minister in whatever he is doing. Similarly, B.Y. Vijendra or B.Y. Raghavendra, the way they have been molded by Mr. Yediyurappa, that is something that, you have to give it to them that they have learned the politics within in the house. And there's no harm, if somebody has the inclination and works and grows along with, the kind of thing. But the thing over here is, what I find very distressing in this entire thing this time around is that, new faces are coming up, be it Mrinal Hebalkar, or be it, Samyukta, or be it, the others who have not had a credible political grooming or background where they have been seen actively involved in politics, except for maybe 1 or 2 that we are talking about. This is something which is worrisome. Money plays a very big role, and that's something, that we know that, the Congress's time is actually having huge scarcity of funds. And, they're not getting enough candidates to be able to take on the might of the BJP.
Absolutely. And
this
that's
is
where the issue
we are
lies,
seeing.
Mr. Grover, that, for an MP election, there is a huge amount of money that's involved. Ministers are being asked to contest. Ministers don't want to contest because they see a
They're
potential
putting the
risk.
money
They
on
feel
their
that the
skin.
next
They're
best
not
option
putting
is
the money on
probably
the
giving
party.
their
That is a
family
very
member.
distressing thing. That's a very distressing thing, that these people are not letting a regular Karyakarta or, party worker go. Because I know for Bangalore Central, where we are talking of Mansoor Hussain Khan, there is also the name of S.A. Hussain, which was doing the rounds. But, he had to back off for the simple reason that, he did not have the kind of deep pockets that were expected in this. Mansoor Khan, maybe by the virtue of, being the son of Mr. Rahman Khan, may be able to spend. Or we are talking of Rana George, or if we are talking of Kantesh, for whom this entire fight is happening in Haveri. So it is not specific to any one political party. Let's be very clear. The kind of threats that are being given within the BJP, that I will ensure his defeat, I will ensure that the other person doesn't win. We are going to see that in Chikbalapur also, where already there are sports are out within the BJP that in case he gets a ticket, my son doesn't get the ticket, and you know who I'm referring to. So this is clearly something which is a very distressing signal for the voters, that the parties are not letting good Karyakartas grow the ranks, and are taking the shortcut out. As Mr. Sathya Prakash said, winnability is a factor. Winnability is not a factor. Winnability may be lust for power.
On one hand,
but
of course, for the political parties, Mr. Grover, whether we like it or not, winnability is all that matters. But whether these people have been, chosen because winnability is a factor is the real question that comes up. Okay, Mr. Grover, I'll have to slip into a quick break. But before that, let me tell all our panelists to stay with us, because we've spoken about this issue about the choices that they've made. But because of the choices internally within both of these parties, there are issues that are surfacing. And it's happened with the Congress, it's happened with the BJP as well. We'll discuss that as well. We are also awaiting an announcement on the list by the Congress party very shortly. We'll be right back.